Ladies and gentlemen, should Leeds United be targeting the relegation team's players? It looks like Leeds are already doing so, but who? We'll find out today in the latest Leeds United transfer news and rumours. Come to think of it, you probably already know who because you read the title. All right, guys, what's going on? My name is Ollie Ward. Welcome back to the Ollie Ward channel. Hope you've all had a fantastic Friday and you're ready for the latest Leeds United transfer news and, more importantly, rumours. Before we do get into this video, you guys know what to do. Let's smash 300 likes. I asked for 350 a couple of days ago. I don't think we hit it. You've let me down, people. Also, subscribe if you are new as well. That side, we're on the road to 20,200. So if you're new, subscribe and get your comments in. Again, I just want to know where you're from. Love and know where you guys are from all over the globe. It's going to be quite a simple, quick, easy sort of transfer news today. Get a video out for you guys and let you know the latest what's going on in the world of Leeds United. If you want to get match tickets for the big content creator clash with all the Leeds United content creators, get in the description, buy your tickets. They're cheap as chips and you get to see Wardy ball out. Without further ado, let's get into it. So Leeds United are targeting Mateus Fernandes at Southampton. They're battling it out with FA Cup winners Crystal Palace for the signature of the young 20-year-old. He's got 2 goals and 3 assists for Southampton this season. Obviously, Southampton had an absolute stinker of a season, and he was probably one of the better players coming through. He's a number 10. Leeds United need a number 10. Where has this source come from, though? It's come from Alan Nixon, I should say. And yeah, over the years, he hasn't got many things right regarding Leeds United. He's got a handful of things, but he's mainly wrong more than he is right. But either way, it is starting to pick up a little bit. The Leeds United like the look of him. It makes complete sense. You know, they're going down. I don't think he will be playing in the Championship. But again, I just don't. I think he's got quite a high sort of ceiling, a decent prospect. And yes, I would love to say that Leeds United have that pull right now. But I think a team like Crystal Palace would probably go in for him more than Leeds United would. But I think, listen, it shows good ambition if we do go for someone like this, if it is true. But yeah, £30 million is sort of the spoken value of the youngster, which for me is a lot of money still. Again, I know Leeds are getting invested by Red Bull and obviously they're going up and promotion. And apparently we've got money to spend. But 30 million on a 20-year-old who's got 2 goals in the Premier League, is that sort of the statistic, the strategy we should go down? I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. But also, is there better options? I feel like I'm constantly going with that. Is there better options? I just don't know what I want. I really don't know what I want. I want to see a new number 10. I like Brenden Aaronson. I think he's a bench player maximum, for me. I don't think he's a starting player for Leeds United. I really don't. He runs around. He's got the energy. I do like Brenden Aaronson, but I don't believe he deserves to start in the Premier League. I don't, and we need to be a bit harsh with some of these players. I think first game of the season, you can say, listen, get everyone who got us up. I don't mind that first game of the season, but then you start to be like, right, let's take this seriously now. You know, we need a new number 10. We need a number 9. We need 2 new centre-backs. We need a new goalkeeper. We need help. We need to get players in if we want to stay in the Premier League. It's going to be a massive task to get in the Premier League. Of course it is. And right now, I obviously can't think that we're going to finish anywhere above 18th. I can't. I don't think we'll be terrible. I really don't. I think we'll give teams games. I think we'll be competitive. But just the jump to the Premier League is too much at the moment. And I know a lot of people say, come on, Ollie, believe and stuff. But for right now, obviously, season hasn't started yet. It's not negative. I'm just trying to be a little bit of a realist. I'd like to see players come in. And so give me that bit of hope that actually maybe we could. And it's actually not sort of anything on Leeds or Daniel Farke or anyone, because I think I'm going to try and support Daniel Farke throughout this whole Premier League competition, because you see, teams from this year, they've sacked their managers, got new ones in, didn't make any difference for Southampton or Leicester. Ipswich stuck with Kieran McKenna. They still went down. So I think we've just got to be quite realistic with this season. If we can get over the mark, if we can just finish 17th, that would be perfect. I don't really know where I'm going off with all this. But either way, Mateus Fernandes to Leeds United. Would you like to see it? Leeds are battling Crystal Palace. I just can't see it because I don't think we have that pull right now to get a young, high prospect player like Mateus Fernandes, especially for £30 million. It's a lot of money. But I would like to see it. I think he's a fantastic player. And like I said, definitely one of the standouts in that poor Southampton side. I think probably their best player, if we can say that. Next up, we're talking Julian Weigl, the Borussia Mönchengladbach midfielder, on a contract till 2028. But it does look like Leeds United and Daniel Farke are trying to lure him to Ellen Road. We know that Daniel Farke has played with him before, not necessarily played with him. Weigl played under Daniel Farke before when he was at Borussia Mönchengladbach. He really likes him. They want to hold a midfielder, and it looks like Weigl could be that option. They're thinking German media have come out today to say that Borussia Mönchengladbach are kind of sort of preparing for life without the German midfielder. It feels like it could be a Daniel Farke on the phone job for Julian Weigl. The move is definitely still open. We know that in Sky Sports Germany, Florian Plettenberg said a month or two ago that Leeds United are still monitoring Weigl. This is before we even went up, before we were still battling for the league at that point. And Leeds United are monitoring him and have been monitoring sort of since January, really, or maybe since last summer. I can't even remember when we first started speaking about him. He's a defensive midfielder, tall, gets in the tackles, very, very decent player. But apparently, according to German media, they're planning life without him. They're getting replacements sorted for Borussia Mönchengladbach. They had another sort of mid-season. I think they finished 10th in the Bundesliga, so not going too far. I think Julian Weigl would jump at the Premier League sort of move if Daniel Farke can get on the phone and get him there. I believe that's what we'll do. I believe that's sort of the similar one with sort of Nico Elvedi. I know sort of there's that relationship there with Farke and Borussia Mönchengladbach players, but I personally prefer Julian Weigl. I would really like that. I've watched him a handful of times, as in highlights and skills compilations and things like that. I think I've watched one game with him before, and I liked him. I think he's a very, very steady player and comes with a bit of experience. He's got international caps as well, so I'm happy with that. You know, I'll be happy with a Julian Weigl if Daniel Farke gets on the phone and can make that happen. But reports out in Germany is suggesting that, listen, this one could be sort of a nailed-on move for him, and Leeds United could get their man, which I completely like. And talking of midfielders, you know, in the news was talking about Declan Rice, and he was complimenting how good Tanaka is at Leeds United, and he said it's brilliant to see Leeds United back in the Premier League, and that's what's good about Leeds United. We're not just this little club coming up. We're a big club coming to compete. It's going to be quite hard for these clubs to come to Ellen Road on a Friday night, a Saturday night, a 12:30 kickoff at Ellen Road. It's tough. The fans will be up for it, and Tanaka, you know, he's been a great midfielder, and of course Tanaka starts in the middle of the park for Leeds United. You'd hate to think that he wouldn't, but yeah, who are like sort of the 5 players that you would definitely start at Leeds United next year without signings? So for me, I've already made sort of a social media video on this. I'll put it on TikTok, but I might post it on YouTube soon, of the 5 players that are guaranteed for me that should be starting in the Premier League. Let me know yours in the comments down below. But like I said, there's not too much news today, but there's enough to talk about. So it was Mateus Fernandes. Would you like him? A new number 10 coming to Leeds United is definitely what we need. But can we get him? £30 million from Southampton. Obviously, Southampton do need to sell. So listen, could it happen? Battling with Crystal Palace. We'll see how that one goes. Julian Weigl to Leeds United, open to the move. Definitely the move could happen. We'll have to see how that one goes. And obviously Rice sort of complimenting Tanaka and Leeds United back in the Premier League. It's nice to see. It's a slow news day, but it's a news day nonetheless. Guys, be sure to smash that like button and also subscribe if you're new. Get your comments in, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheery. Oh.